So we've what's the word? We're splitting this share into two parts. I should give a shir on Hanukkah, and I want to give a shir on Hanukkah, and I will B'ezrat Hashem, but there's something just too important in the parsha to let go, so we have to do this as well. So we're gonna. It's a hemshech really of Parshas told us. I don't know if anybody remembers, we learned in Parshas told us about the love that Yitzhak had for Esav, and we said Kitzayed B'fiv. It was the Ava Talui B'dava, and we asked, how could it be? How could it be that the it's Parshas what's the Parshas this week? It's Parshas V'yetze?
וישב?
V'yeshev, slicha. It's Parshas V'yeshev. So we asked the question, how can it be that it was a Kal V'chomer, if the brothers were jealous of Yosef because Yaakov loved Yosef more than the brothers, and Yosef was a tzaddik, how comes Yaakov wasn't jealous of Esav because Yitzchak loved Esav more, and Esav was a rasha? So you would think there'd be some kind of kinah, but there wasn't. And we explained the inyan of Ava Talui B'dava. It says that Yitzchak loved Esav Kitzayed B'fiv. And we explained that, remember, if someone is trying to be loved for something, then there's a very big danger that they'll end up getting love for that thing. And an Ava Talui B'dava, Emes La'amitoi, is really a sina for the mensch. It's an Ava for the dava, which is really translates as a kind of sina. It's a relative, even if you don't, like when a man marries a woman for money, that's an Ava Talui B'dava. So he loves the money. So she comes along with the money. So it's like a necessary evil. She might even be okay, she might be quite nice. But relative to the money, she's hated. So an Ava Talui B'dava is really an Ava for the dava. And there's this person attached to it that you have to kind of deal with. So that's nothing to be jealous of. So Yaakov wasn't jealous bichlal because it wasn't a real love.
What's the example? I'm missing the example where Yitzchak loved Esav more than Yaakov. Where does it say that? And what's the talui? What was talui?
In the pasuk it says, "V'yehav Yitzchak es Esav Kitzayed B'fiv," because trapping was in his mouth. The Rivka Oheves es Yaakov. So Yitzhak loved Esav more, and Rivka loved Yaakov more. That's the
what pasuk is that? Which pasuk?
That's pasuk Kaf Ches. It's in Parshas told us. Yeah, Kaf Hey, Kaf Ches. Okay, but there's two. I want to just bring our attention to a couple of important things. So number one, when it says Yitzhak loved Esav, it says V'yahav Yitzchak. It says the love first, and then Yitzchak. Okay. And then by Rivka, whose love for Yaakov was not Talui B'dava, it says Rivka Oheves es Yaakov. It says Rivka and then the love. And no key. There's no reason. That's a real love. That's not an Ava Talui B'dava. That's an Ava She'ena Talui B'dava. That was a real love. Rivka had a real love for Yaakov, and Yitzhak did not have a real love for Esav. Yeah, it was Kitzayed B'fiv. So we got the question. So we answered up the question. Why was it that the brothers were jealous of Yosef and Yaakov wasn't jealous of Esav? And the answer we just said is because it was an Ava Talui B'dava. Yitzhak's love for Esav was an Ava Talui B'dava, which is really a sina, so there's nothing to be jealous of. Whereas Yaakov's love for Yosef was a real love. Okay? But now the question's like this, because if you actually read the pasuk from this week, it says, "V'Yisrael ohav es Yosef mikol banav ki ben zakunim huloi." Because he was ben zakunim huloi. Vasalu Kosoinus Pasu made him a nice coat. That's an avatalui, no? He loved him. Why? Because he was ben zakunim. Not like how Rivka's love for Yaakov, Rivka's love for Yaakov was, but Rivka heves es Yaakov. Nikuda. Soif pasuk. She loved him. Finished. But Yaakov, Yisrael ahav es Yosef mikol banav ki ben zakunim huloi, because he was ben zakunim. It's an avatalui.
What's ben zakunim?
A son of his old age. Everyone hears the question?
Yeah. But
okay, so it's not a avatalui b'dava. In fact, it's the definition of ava she'ena talui b'dava. Mamash. What is an ava she'ena talui b'dava? What does it mean? The ahav, what does it mean? The Rivka oheves es Yaakov. Why? Why did she love him? There's no why. Can't ask why. It's a real love. So then, what is love bichlal? And listen, you see, it's beautiful. It's in the Pesukim so beautifully. So beautiful. It says,
are you asking if we're conditional loving versus unconditional?
So what does it mean, unconditional love? Exactly. What is that? I understand conditional love, meaning I love you because X, Y, and Z. But I just love you. Like, what's that about? What is that? Like your love for your child. What is?
Isn't it the chelik Elokai? Isn't it the chelik Elokai Mimal? Love you because of you're a chelik of Hashem. Isn't that the only thing that's not Tululi B'davar? Hashem's the only thing that's not a davar.
No. A person's not a davar. And Adam is not a davar. You can make him into a davar, but he's not a davar, and Adam's an Adam.
The part of an Adam that is not a davar is the chelik Elokai Mimal.
Okay. But what you're saying is correct, basically, to understand it. But listen to the oimek of this to give it more insight into that, because it says V'yehav Yitzchak loved Yitzchak es Esav. The love came first. By Rivka, it says Rivka eheves es Yaakov. Rivka came first. What do you think it says by Yosef? It says the Yisrael ahav es Yosef. Yisrael comes first. Ki ben zakunim hu. Because he was the son of his old age. That isn't something about Yosef. That's something about Yaakov. And that's really what love is. Love is, I don't love you for a thing. I love you because of me. I love you because I see me in you. Meaning that's the echad. That's why ahava and echad is both gematria 13. And that's Hashem's bocha bonu, that Hashem chose us mikol ha'amim, bi'ahava. We say before Kriyas Shema, he chose us with ahava. The reason why he chose us is because he saw in us the Shechina Kadosha. He saw in us the other half of his soul. Kaviyachol. The Rabbeinu Shalom saw in us him. That's his love for us. That's a love she'ena talui b'dava. When you see yourself in the other. That's v'yahavta l'reyecha kamoicha. Not that you have to love yourself like this self, like the 21st century self-love thing. It's kamoicha, meaning it's the you in him that is love. That's the yichud. And that's why when you look into your children's eyes on a Friday night and you look into the pupil of their eye, the black part of their eye, what do you see?
Yourself.
Yeah. So your love of your children is not an avatalui bedava, it's a self-love. It's a self-love, mamash. It's the you in them. It's that's ben zakunim, meaning it's to do with me. That's not kid side befiv. Side befiv is about him. So that's an avatalui bedava. That's a thing. Whereas Yosef, Yaakov loved Yosef because of himself. That's a true love. And that's why the brothers were disturbed by that. That's the truest love there could be, mamash. And that's why Yisrael, it says Yisrael, Ahav es Yosef. Yisrael comes before the love. Whereas by Yitzhak, it says, V'yehav Yitzhak es Esav. The love came before the name. You with me? Okay, you understand now why I couldn't leave that.
Right, but Shmuel,
Yeah.
I don't understand what if the name comes first. That sounds more indicative of a selfish love.
No, that's the point. It's the self. It's the true self. The reason why I love you is about me. It's not about something about you. It's me, and it's not about something about me. It's the essence of who I am is one with the essence of who you are, and that's the love. That is love. You with me?
So love is recognizing that the other is just an extension of you.
Not that, to say it's an extension of you is not. That's not very nice. But to say that the you and the other are one, that's the ahava. That there's the yichud. That's the definition of ahava she'ena talui b'dava. Mama's the definition. It's mama's beautiful in the psukim. It's like all, and there's other stuff as well that I didn't get into that'd be too burichus. But mama's modik. Okay, Hanukkah. I think I'm going to stop this.